back to Cuisine à la Pierre. I, of course, am Pierre. And on today's episode, we are doing another product testing. Yes, Pierre, when he is at his desk sometimes working on videos or whatnot, he has his coffee with him. And Pierre, he doesn't like to drink the coffee right out of the pot. It is too hot. So Pierre lets it sit. Well, sometimes Pierre forgets to drink it. And by the time that Pierre remembers that his coffee is sitting there cooling off, it is now lukewarm coffee. And as you know on the coffee scale, hot coffee, great. Iced coffee, great. Lukewarm coffee, bleh. So Pierre decided to get a mug warmer and to try and see if he can keep his coffee at the perfect temperature. Pierre went onto the internet and got the mug warmer that had over 4-star reviews, so we shall try that. But people said that the mug warmer sometimes is not enough. They recommend putting a little topper on it. So you put that on the mug and it helps keep the heat in. Pierre is going to try it out on 3 different mugs. First, we have the mugs that Pierre made when he was at paint school, and it is supposed to look like a beer stein. Second, we have what you might call a normal mug with Pierre's favorite Christmas character on there, the Grinch. So we shall try that. And lastly, we have these very big 16-ounce monstrosities that Pierre likes when he is really in the mood and doesn't want to get up and get more coffee. But this has a very thick bottom, and Pierre has heard that these thick bottom mugs do not work so well on that. So, Pierre is going to do 4 tests. He's going to heat up the water in his pot to the maximum when the little timer goes off. That way they're always consistently at the same temperature. The first test, we will take the hot water and pour it into the mugs and wait 30 minutes. And then we will take the temperature and see how much they have cooled down. Then we will empty the mugs, reheat the water, and then we will do just the top air and see how that does for 30 minutes, because we want to see if it just covering up the tops works. Then we will redo everything again and try the mugs on just the warm air with no top air and see how the temperature is at 30 minutes as well. And finally, we will do the whole kit and caboodle, as they say, and do the warm air with the top air. And ideally, that would be the best case scenario. So, Pierre has quite a long night ahead of him. And you may ask yourself, Pierre, how are you going to spend this night? That is 2 hours worth of testing plus filming and all of that. Are you going to have coffee to stay awake? Are you going to have tea? Well, no, because Pierre's mugs are all used. So, you might be saying, oh, Pierre, what are you going to have? Are you going to have your vine? Why, yes, of course, Pierre is going to have his vine while he does his testing, and the time will just fly by. First things first, we will do a quick unboxing. We will start with the little toppers. Now, these little toppers were the same price as the mug warmer, so these must be pretty fabulous. Pierre went with the mocha colored ones. He believes there was white and black as well, but if you're going to be heating up coffee, you might as well go with the mocha ones. Pierre cannot get that open, so Pierre will go to his butcher knife, carver's knife. Pierre learned at butcher's knife and he was wrong. So we have, they look like little umbrellas. The idea is that you, and it's kind of it vacuum seal. Oh, look at that! Pierre's holding it with just the top air. That is pretty impressive. So you have that, and 2 of those. And then over here, now there was another brand, Mr. Coffee, but Pierre liked the reviews from this one a little better, so Pierre decided to try this. Pretty simple, little legs to keep it off the table, an easy switch. That was something else that Pierre was not sure about the Mr. Coffee. People said it was hard to switch off on the back. So there we have that. So we'll go like this, and like this, and that will be our test. Alright, so we will just get the kettle warming, and that will take quite a while because we are at the max limit. We are getting ready to do the baseline test. Just got the water heated up. First, let us test the temperature of the room. Looks like it is about 72 or 71 degrees. It went up when Pierre picked it up. So now let us check how hot the water is. It should be at around 212 degrees. About 207 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what you'd expect. So, that is our baseline. So we shall dump 207 degree water into the mugs. We will try and get it close to the same level every time. About we'll call it 189, 182, 187, 188. And the reason for that is probably just the amount of water in these. So we will go for 30 minutes and come back and check the temperatures. Well, that took longer than expected because Pierre forgot that he could only do one mug at a time on the thing. So it lasted all night and Pierre was too tired to finish. So it is a brand new day and we have the results. Let's take a look at those. Rather than try to make some kind of a chart to show on screen, Pierre figured he would just go over the raw data with you right here. If you want to take a closer look, pause the video and look at it now. First up we have just the plain mugs all by themselves sitting on the counter with an average loss of minus 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Next we have the topper only, which lost an average of 42 degrees. Surprisingly, with the warmer only, we lost slightly more than the toppers, with 45 degrees. And lastly, as expected with the warmer and top air combined, we lost only 21 degrees, keeping it at a very warm 160 degree range. And this is just about half of what these two were, so together they work very well. But either one of these seem to perform pretty good. As you can see, both the warmer and the topper worked. The biggest difference seemed to be whether the mug had a big opening or the amount of liquid inside of it. Both kept the beverage at a very warm and tasty temperature. Pierre tested this out over the course of the day and found that when the water was half or less in the mug, the temperature of the water actually went up, almost to a point where it was too warm for Pierre to drink, because Pierre likes he's comfortably warm, not scalding warm. So Pierre's not quite sure who is the people writing the reviews that the warmer all by itself does not keep the drink hot enough, because it was plenty hot on the warmer, and Pierre actually had to take it off and set it on the table to cool it back down. There you have it. Both products work. This one is maybe more suitable if you are one to take your mug around from place to place, or perhaps like to go out on the veranda and keep the bugs out of your beverage. It works quite well for that. And this one will keep your beverage warm until it is evaporated. Pierre found no problems with this at all. Well, that's it for today. Pierre will have a link in the description below where you can buy both of these products. Both of them work, and Pierre will recommend either one of them for you. Until next time, happy cooking and bon appetit. Mwah! Normal mug with Pierre's favorite Christmas and to just the warm air for 30 minutes. So we'll leave them on the warmer for 30 minutes. Pierre will have a link in the description where you can buy both of these products. They both work very... I just spit all over.